All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. It's not Monday, it's Friday. So this means this is the second stream of the week. And yeah, good to be back again this week. Adele is here. Hey, my friend, how's it going? Great new feature coming up again for the level idea plugin I saw today. So yeah, he's relentless. He's not stopping. All right, so thanks that you liked the intro. Yeah, I was working last week on some new intro animations. I started checking out what is it called, DaVinci Resolve. It also has a kind of tool in itself where you can create those animations similar to Adobe After Effects, but this is called Resolve Fusion, which is pretty cool. It's quite different because it's node based, different to timeline based, what you know from After Effects. But yeah, check it out if you haven't. Best thing, it's for free. So, and yeah, I'm trying to build a little bit with this new tool, and yeah, I also like how the new animations turned out. Good start. Oh, Adrian is back. Hey, my buddy. Hope you're feeling better now. We had Laravel meetup this week, but Adrian couldn't come. I hope you're better now. Benjamin is here. Hey, Benjamin, how you doing? And Sagar, hey, buddy, how's it going? So, let's see, what are we going to do today? So, I have a confession to make. Here we go. So, the plan for today was to work on the new streamers overview page. And you probably have already seen this. With the new designs, we also have here a page where we view all the streamers of Larastreamers. So you can see all the persons who are streaming, some information about them, maybe how many streams they already had, stuff like this. And yeah, I was actually looking forward to do this because this also is not only redesigning, this is a whole new page, and we have to also code and do some TDD to make this work and think about how do we get this data, how do we, and what do we want to show here. So this will be fun for sure, but yeah, I decided we can't do this today. And the reason is we've been working on the design for a very long time already, and the first priority is to push out the new design. And since this is a new page, it means we don't have to do this in order to push the new design. So that's why I decided right before the stream we can't talk about this today. So we have to talk about the remaining stuff that we need for redesigning the page. And we are actually, it's not too much what we still have to do. So let me show you. All right, so that's the new homepage we've been working on the last weeks. The new design looks good with the new overlay here at the top. We have new buttons. Everything looks a little bit more fresh, a little bit more modern, I'd say. So this turns out as well. New pagination as well. And then the last week and on Monday, we were working on the archive page, which is Not working. What's up here? Okay, let me check. Probably need to run this again. So we're using browser sync here to sync changes that I don't have to refresh every time we do a change in the code. And yeah, okay, here we go. We're back. And yeah, the archive page is what we were working on Monday. And yeah, also this already looks pretty good, I would say. So we now have this grid column here where we can easily scroll through a lot of the latest streams and pick the one that you maybe want to rewatch. And I was also a little bit working on the responsive stuff. So this also looks okay. Of course, there are lots of details we probably have to fix and we have to take care of, but actually, I don't mind pushing this out with some stuff to fix because, yeah, first it's open source. Second, people then can tell me what is not working. But yeah, still a few things that we have to do. So first, I just noticed this here. I think that's the pagination. Yeah, so this looks strange. So this doesn't look like the one that we have on the home page. Yeah, so we need to do this. I think that's the first thing that we're going to do. And the second thing we want to tackle is the submission page. So on the current side, we have this separate page here where you can submit your live stream, or you could also submit one from others, which are not on the site yet. And then I get an email and I can decide if I want to add this stream or not. But with the new design, the designer said it would be cool to have like this kind of overlay on directly on the home page. And here you just provide the stream, the language, email, and you go. And I think it's a good idea because there's not too much going on the submission page, and I think an overlay would work very well. So these are the things that we want to do today. So sorry if you came for the new streamers overview page, but we're going to do this hopefully the next time then, because I think we might can ship the new design next week. I think this would be cool because I can't wait to show everybody the new design because Anne did a really good job here. Still sturgeling a bit, but already feeling better. Okay, at least better. That's good. All right. Yeah. Okay. So let's dive right in. No, one more thing. Like always, we are going to check who else is streaming today and the next days. So I'm currently live. Later after me, then we have Jason again, completing tests from the test generator. Not idea what this is about, but his streams are always good. Then it's nice to have D back streaming. Is it next week? Yeah. Snippets for Tinkerwell. I think that's a new feature they're currently building for Tinkerwell, and it's good that D's back here. And yeah, we need many more women to stream as well in the community as developers, but also here in Larastreamers. So it's good to see her back. And then we already have a next level meetup, which is also next Tuesday. All right, I see. So, yeah. And then, yeah, as you can see, there is still place for your streams. So, not too many streams coming up, but I'm sure this will change because people tend to submit streams like maybe one day, maybe maximum 2 days before they go live. And it happens to me too. So, I'm sure we'll have some streams next week as well, more than this. Okay, let's check out, then begin with the pagination. So this is how it should look. And this is what it looks like here. So why is it like that? Let's check out what's going on here. So we have the navigation here. Then we have something hidden. I think this might be, is this the mobile navigation? Yeah, it seems this is different. Okay, so we have to check out that as well. Okay, so this means we are interested in this one here. And we have some results here showing 1 of 20 of 100 results. Okay, that's okay, but what's with this one? Okay, it seems we have here some colors which we don't have anymore, and that's why it's not working. What I was a little bit confused is why it wasn't using the same pagination from the home page. So let's check this out. We have now a stream list for the archive. Do we show this? Yeah, we show this here. So I guess that's a pagination object, pagination length aware object. I think it's the correct term. And I think that's how we're going to show the pagination. I don't know for sure because I haven't built it myself, but let's check out the normal stream list. And let's go directly to the blade file. Yeah, so it's similar. Here we have streams by date because on the home page we have separated the streams by date, which we don't have on the archive. So why is it not using the same blade file? I think there's some kind of blade file which is being used. And if I remember correctly, there was some Tailwind file in the vendor directory. Yeah, that's the one. Still don't know why this is called Tailwind. Does this have anything to do with Tailwind? I maybe need to check the PR where this come from. Okay, so is this view being used for both of the paginations? Let's just try out and see. Let's just add a dump here, save it. Okay, we don't see this here. Do we see this on the home page? Yeah. So this means we're using a different file on the archive page. So why is that? How is it defined actually which pagination is being used? Nope, this was the wrong link, the wrong shortcut. Let me just try to set this up again correctly. So we need this. Yeah, like that. Okay, so let me check. Oh, come on. It seems the shortcut I want to use is also used for something else. So, yeah, that's one. So I wanted to check if I see maybe where the tailwind, is it tailwind blade? Or does this also work inside PHP Storm? Do we see where this is used? No. Okay, that's just a language file, yeah. Okay, so let's get back tailwind blade file and let's check again if this is being used anywhere. Okay, let's see, maybe you guys already know. Let me check. Chester is here. Benjamin has already a suggestion so that I can provide something to the links. I can provide a few. Okay, that's interesting. I'm still confused why we're not using this on the homepage. But how do I define this? Render the pagination using the given view. Could it be there the that there's a few objects on the home page. Let's try this out together. So this means we're going to the stream list here. And now let's get inside here. And let's just see if we get a few back. Oh, by the way, I think I can just use my debugger for this. That's a good point. Does the debugger now work with browser sync? I haven't tested this. So let's go back here. Let's enable my debugger. Yeah. Okay, so this means my debugger is working, but the view is null. So this means we're not passing anything to this part here. So how does this work? How does this work on the home page? So let's maybe check together. By the way, first let me stop the debug session. All right. Let's check if we find the pull request. So who submitted this? Here we have something at Pagination. So let's see what's happening here. This is some renaming for an action. What is this? Is the controller? Okay. Home controller. Here's something interesting. Use with pagination. This is the stream list. So I guess this is something from the Livewire. Do we use this? Do we still use this inside our stream list? With pagination here and stream list archive. We don't have this. Okay. So let's try use with pagination. And is this the trick? Oh, I need to get rid of my breakpoint here. Yeah. So it still works on the home page. Now let's get back to the archive. Yeah, well, nice. It seems this was it already. So I guess we still have to check this out, what's happening here with pagination. So this is from the Livewire namespace. Get query string. I don't have this one, so I think I can overwrite something. What is this? Initialize with pagination. I think this is what I'm interested in. Pagination view. Was this in this was inside a Livewire directory. Yeah, here we are. Okay, so I guess that you probably can publish this pagination file through Livewire. I think we have to find this stuff out. Livewire pagination, because we want to learn something, right? Can paginate results by using with pagination. Okay, that's what we did. Post links. Resetting pagination after filter. Okay, multiple. Using the bootstrap pagination theme. Like Lava defaults pagination view uses Tailwind classes for styling. Okay, I think here we are getting closer now. So here I can define the theme using a custom pagination view. Okay, that's what Benjamin said. So we could provide it here to use specific view, which we actually didn't. It might be more clear if we would do that. I don't think we have this method. Yeah, okay, here we go. Publish the Livewire pagination views. So PHP artisan Livewire pagination. And I think probably that's what Sonny did. Pull request was by Sonny. Okay, so at least now we know how the pagination is working. And it looks good to me, right? So we see the active page, we see the others, we have those errors, we have highlights here. I think I'm good. Maybe let's run our tests. And then hopefully we already have our first task finished, which was actually a little bit easier than I thought, but yeah, that's good, right? Yeah, I guess that's what we did. Adrian knew this. And then define a theme in the component here. I think we haven't done this, so I guess by default it's Livewire or it's only getting the one that we have. Define a pagination view method on the component that returns a string name of the view. Yeah, okay, that's the other way, which we have seen too. Yep. Good point. Thanks, Adrian, for clearing this up. And tests are passing, so let's write a commit. Fix pagination for archive stream list. Here we go. Running the test again. Do you use this new feature where you can run tests when you try to commit something? So as you see currently here, I'm running all my tests. It's a new feature which you can do here. You can also choose here the configuration. It's pretty cool. Also talking about this in my Mastering PHP Storm course. But yeah, I'm not sure if I really like it because mostly I run the tests before trying, and then I'm doing this both, and then it takes more time. So I'm not sure if it's a good way, but it's still better than forgetting to running the tests before committing. Okay, this means we are good with the pagination, so let's move on. Let's check again together if we're missing anything here. Yeah, so we have this search here, but I'm not going to work on the search itself because there's a pull request for the search also by, was it by Sonny? I'm not sure, I think so. So this means next week when I'm going to hopefully release this new design, I'm going to hide this search bar, and then we can work in the back on adding the search, and then we can edit directly. And we already have the design, and we just have to bring in the PR, which is already quite old. So, but I don't want to do this inside this pull request for the new design. Yeah, so as you can see here in the design, we don't have the arrows, but I like them, so that's why I left them in here. The rest looks good. Oh yeah, one thing is missing here, the time, the duration of the streams, which we currently don't have. Okay, so I know that we already have them on the official website. archive. So yeah, so we don't have, as you can see here for this first stream, which was I think about 2 hours ago, we don't have those immediately because this don't run that often. But for others, we have it already, like here, the duration. So, let's see. Why don't we have this anymore? Did we delete this or it's not inside here, right? So where could this be? This could be still inside the old stream partial. Let's look for duration. Yeah, here we go. So I'm pretty sure we don't need this now here inside this default stream object, which is only for the homepage now because we created a second one now because the design is now different for the archive. So I guess we just delete this here, and I'm just running the test. I think one should fail now since we don't have this anymore. If not, we haven't tested this correctly. So let's see if we wrote one for that. No test for the duration. Okay, maybe this means for us we have to write one. Let me think about how do we want this to be. So inside the table, let me just bring this up here before I'm going to show this to you. Larastreamers, streams. Let's bring this in here. Here we go. So for every stream, we have the actual start time and the actual end time. And I think that's how we're going to create the duration. So this means let me fix this here again. Yeah. So this means inside our stream model, we should have something like get duration. Okay, and here we are checking if there is an end time, and if we have the end time, we probably also have the start time, and this is how we get the duration. So this means I think it makes sense to write a test now and check if we have a stream which has already ended. We're checking the archive page and we check if we see the duration. I think this makes sense. So good question. It's been a long time since we wrote some tests here. Where do we want to put this? So we have some tests for our stream lists, which I know. These are for some livewire components. Import YouTube channel, import YouTube live stream, submit. Don't we have a test for the stream list itself? We have a page home test. Let's see, what are we testing here? It shows given streams, it shows from closest to furthest, unique, it does not show old stream, it marks live streams, it marks live streams. Yeah, so that's quite similar to what we have. We're just marking streams with a duration. So I guess we're just going to create a new page archive test. Okay, we already have an archive test, even better. It shows only finished streams, it orders, it does not show deleted streams. Yeah, I think that's where we want to be. And it shows duration of stream if given. Here we go. Let's copy this. And actually, we're interested in one stream. It should be finished. It should be finished. And we're not interested in the title, but we're interested in the actual start time. And let's say this was yesterday. And let's format this a little bit. And the actual end time, carbon, yesterday at an hour. So this means this should be a stream with the time of 1 hour. So now we're going to visit the archive page and we want to make sure we see something. And what do we want to see? So currently it should be like this one here. So I have no idea if it's just 1 hour and 00 minutes. Let's see. Okay, it's failing, but we're interested in this one here, just 1 hour. Okay. So this means it should pass like this. Nope. Okay, it's checking what's being written inside, and that's lowercase and not uppercase because this is what we're changing then with CSS. All right, that's good. And as always, Adrian is pretty fast. Your images have rounded bottom corners, which is different from the design. Let's see. It's the left side. Oh yeah, you're correct. So Adrian was referring to this here. And that's a good point because here it doesn't look as good as with a straight line here because we want to mimic the border around this box. Let me just commit this here. Wait. What did we just test? We tested if when we go to the archive page that we see the duration. But do we actually see the duration already? Why is this passing? Let's go to the archive stream list archive. Do we have something about durations here? No. What about the stream itself? Stream archive. Yeah, so we're actually handling this already. So what does this mean? I think this means that we don't have a stream inside the test database with a start and end date. So I'm interested in the ones which are finished. Wait, don't we have any finished ones? We have none. We have upcoming. Oh, I guess none is the one. Oh, that's actually what I wanted to change for quite a long time, because the none ones I think are the finished ones, and none sounds a little bit strange. But yeah, as you can see, we don't have actually start and end time. So I guess we're just changing then the test data seeder, and to make sure, actually this should be in the stream factory, right? When we define a finished stream, upcoming finished. I think if it's finished, we can define a start and end date. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Mm. That's interesting now. So we have a scheduled start time already, which is random. I guess I can just use any date here, because actually we're only checking this for the duration between. So I think we could still just go with yesterday and actual end time. Oh, we're using the directly carbon here, I guess. Yesterday, then add an hour. Or add hours. Yeah. And then random random integer between 1 and 4. And let's run this again. And let's see if we have now better test data. Yes, this looks good. We just have streams which are for a specific hour, but yeah, that's always funny. If you do tests, but your data is wrong, then you probably don't see the stuff you're actually testing. How are you doing? All good here? How about just testing if the stream title is there? So you mean just to make sure that we see a specific stream? Let us know, Benjamin, what you meant by this. And a little tip by Adrian, you can chain the state and will receive all attributes. I guess you're referring to the factories. I can chain the state to receive all. Okay, I think what Adrian is means that we have access to what this is. Okay, let's give this a try. I'm curious now. Can I do something like yeah, I'm curious, Adrian, now. How would you want to do this? Because at this point, let me just make sure that it didn't change anything here. Where do we have the finished ones? Yeah, so at this point here, when I want to define it, I don't know yet what this is from the state, right? I know I can get all the attributes here to get attributes from other things that were changed before, but from inside this method, so yeah, the closure takes an array with attributes. Yeah, so he's talking about this one. Here I would get all the attributes of the current state. So this means if I'm chaining something before the finished here, I would have access to those states. But since now here I'm already inside, I don't see how this would help me. Maybe you have a better example how this works, because I'm also not sure what I mean with this state. Sorry, don't get it. Benjamin was saying, sorry, my bad, didn't see the test name. I thought we were testing if archive streams are appearing there. Okay, no. It was just about the duration, because we want to deal now with the duration first. We wanted to make sure that we see the duration if we test them. Maybe in the meantime, we can go to the stream archive, and here on the image itself, yes, I think the image doesn't need to be rounded because we are rounding the box. Is this correct? Let me see. Am I stream archive? Yeah, so I'm inside this partial here. So we have rounded XL on the list element, which is good. So why do I still see? Oh, we have another one rounded top. So we also don't need this one, in my opinion, because it's on the box. We also don't need this one. Okay, but it's still rounded here. Let's check the code. Image itself is not rounded. Okay. What about the figure? What about the A? I think we've rounded everything which we could. Okay, yeah, I think here we go. So now we have still the rounded borders here around the box, but not here inside. Let's also check for the home side. Oh yeah, here it's different, of course, so we don't care about there. Okay, good. Cut the actual attributes. Add another state closure where you are, and define the actual fields there. Yeah, I think it's difficult through the chat here to get exactly what you mean. Guess maybe you can show me an example later and then I can check this again. Okay, so we are now seeing the duration, which is good. It's just not where we want it to be. So where should this be? From the design here, it should be above here on the image itself. Do we like this? Let's see, you come here to the archive, you're checking the streams, and yeah, I think it's good to already see how long they are. Yeah, let's just try to do it like that. Okay, so this means this is now inside this figure container. We want to make this relative. Right, because we want to make this now absolute. And let's start with left 0, right 0, margin button 12. Oh, left 0, right 0. No, left 0, bottom 0. That's now how I'm expecting this. So here we have our figure again. Yeah, this is now relative. We have the image and we have now this. Display flags, margin bottom 3. Let's go away again. Nope. So why is it not here at the bottom of the container itself? Okay, that's because of the... we are now inside the figure, and here we have a flex container with item center. And that's why it's in the center. How can I get rid of this? Can I say something like flex and so that I can... Isn't it flex and? So I want this at the bottom. What can I do? Okay, transcend the gist, which I need to check. Why does it need to be absolute? Actually, I don't know. I just want it to be on top of the other one. And I think for me in my head, if I want to have it on top of the image, it has to be absolute. If not, I'm interested in different ways to do this. Also for me now interesting, do we even need this item center? Because there's only the image. Yeah, I think we don't need this. Did it change anything? No. Okay, we can also get rid of this because this also seems not to be working. Let's check again this div. Yeah, somehow this div is filling up the whole container, which I don't know why it is. Relative flex overflow. Does this even need to be a flex container? Here we also have flex none. Yeah, I think this doesn't need to be a flex container, right? Okay, nothing changed. I also think we don't need this flex none here. Okay, everything still seems to be working. But still, I'm not sure why this is not at the bottom. Why this is still centered here, this duration. this one here. Okay, there's still item center. Where does this come from? Okay, that's on the item itself. Wait. On this container, I have item center, which is for the things that I have inside, right? So why is it affecting the container itself? Okay, and it changed, but it's now at the top and not at the bottom. Okay, so somehow this container is still the full width, and with item center, it's in the middle. I guess this then means that what I could do is items end. Okay, it seems this is somehow working. Yeah, so the duration needs to be on top on the image. Let me show it to you, Benjamin. Like this one here. So the image is here, and the duration should be on the image itself. And Adrian says we should check the homepage. Yeah, so the thing is, since we have now different files, I don't think that we broke anything on the homepage. Yeah. So here we are inside the stream archive, which is only the stream item here, which we use in the archive. We changed this. So I guess that's why it's not changing anything on the homepage. At least I hope so. Okay, in the meantime, what I do is I'm adding here BG gray dark. Text, I think, then is something like white. And we also have some padding of padding X4, padding Y2. Okay, so it seems the solution that we have is not a solution we can live with. So as you can see now, everything is dark, and that's because, yeah, this container has the full width, which we still have to figure out why this is. I think, could it be to this here, to the aspect? Yeah, all right. Okay, so we're using here some classes so that we have the specific aspect ratio for the images. So I guess a better solution would be to create here a new container where we have this whole figure in, and then we also have the duration if we have one. And then this container is, what is it? Class. What is this showing to me? Okay, that's interesting. Somehow Laravel ID, I think, is overriding this. This should be relative, so we don't need this anymore to be relative. And let's refresh. Yeah, okay, we're getting closer now. Okay, I think that's a better solution now. So let's check again the design. So it's even darker, the background, and it's evenly, I think the padding is evenly the same. And the color, what's the color? DEE0EA. Do we have this one? Tailwind. That's gray lighter. Okay. So BG gray darker and text gray lighter. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that this is the same as the thing above, below. So then from the bottom we have a little bit of margin here, from left as well. Oh, it's left too. And I think it's also rounded. Yes, it is. I think we also don't need the items end anymore. Nope. Let's bring this here. It's absolute, it's flex, left button, space X is for what we have inside, BG create darker. This I also like to have here after the margin itself. And then we have rounded. It's too much rounded. We have LG, yeah, maybe LG. I think it's still too much, yeah. Rounded SM. Do we have a medium as well? Yeah, I think then probably media is what we're going here. Yeah, I think that's better. So D is here as well. Hello D. You mean expose to share? To share the site with others, or oh yeah, probably to share with others and then they can check as well. And yeah, Benjamin was right. L-0 is not a class. I was still confused why it was auto-suggested to me. Then also, wouldn't it be nice to have a little bit of transparent background? I think this could be nice. Let's try this. Tailwind. How do I define something to be transparent? I think I have, instead of hex, I need to define it with RGBA, something like that. Tailwind, transparent background. Background opacity. Okay, easier than I thought. So that's 95%. BG opacity, and let's go with 80 as a start. Yeah, I like it. It still depends on the images, and those it works really well. Here, for example, was something beneath it, so maybe we increase a little bit to 90, or maybe 95 to just let it shine a little bit through. I think we need at least 90. Actually, I was a fan of 80. Yeah, I probably need to show this to Arnie and make sure he likes it as well. But for me, it's quite good. We just need to work on the padding here and think about the time here. So we were saying duration and then the time, but he was suggesting Just showing the time. Let's try this out, but let's also adapt our database seeder here so that we have minutes as well. Data seeder. No, we were in the stream factory. Here we go. We're going to add some minutes and random integer between 1 and 59. I guess I have to refresh now myself. Okay, yeah, so now let's try to get rid of the duration text itself and let's see how this looks. Yeah, it's still sometimes difficult to read. But I'm also not sure if I like what only showing this, because what does this mean? Is this 1 minute 20? Is this 1 hour 20? 21 seconds? How would you like to see this duration here on top? What format would you prefer? Oh, Benjamin asked for this. Okay, sorry, I didn't see that. Go wild, go blur. Background filter, background blur LG. So, what would this filter be on? Would this be on the whole image itself? Hey, Shoao. Shoao, I think that's how you say it. Nice to have you as well. Okay, Adrian is for this format. Okay, we can try this as well. And Albert is here. Hello, Albert. Albert, change the border color. I hope you don't mean this green border color because that's just a design. Let me see, do I have a border color here as well? Because here I don't have one. Or do you think I need one here around the duration? Is this what you meant? People will know. And the duration is the same as YouTube. Okay, Benjamin is also for this. Okay, let's try this. And the background color where the time is on. So currently it's the same color as this here, just with a little transparent, with transparency added or opacity added to that. How would you want to change this, Albert? Then let's try to change this. We have this inside the duration, which is inside our model. Not model, it's stream and it's duration. And property accessed via magic method. I think I then have to generate Eloquent helper code. Let's see, because I don't like how this is underlined. Shouldn't this change now so that PHP Storm knows what it is? Because he for sure knows what this means, right? Oh wow, this is it's pretty big already. Let's see what the level idea plugin did here. I think we should have some file here with definitions now. Let's check again. Nope, that's the history. I don't need this. Generate. Fetch data from my creations. Yeah. Collection. No. Add count properties. Yeah. But he's not telling me where he's going to put this, right? I thought it was a file, but I can't remember anymore. Do you know where this definition is being put? Maybe what we also can try out is the helper code, but I think that's only for macros and mixin and for facades. Yeah, it's not what we want. That's not what we want. Let's check again here. I thought it was here in the root file. Webpack, server, package, composer, artisan. Okay, no. Seems it's not here. Okay, if you know what this is, let me know, because I really want to check why we don't have auto completion here for the attributes. Because why is he not complaining here? Okay, but he's also complaining for the title. So it means there must some general things not as it should be. Yeah, okay. How do we create the format long absolute diff for humans? Long absolute diff for humans. Okay, I guess that's a carbon method. Long absolute diff for humans. I like those methods that you can just use and they work, and you don't have to work with the format yourself. Long absolute diff for humans. Short absolute diff for humans. Okay, I guess I have to do this myself now. So we have the start time, which is the actual start time if we have it, and if not, we're taking the scheduled start time. Then what do we need? So if we have the start time and then getting the diff from the end time. What do we get here? Let's return this. And let's add a breakpoint here so that I can check what this is. I need to move on here. Yeah. So duration is a date interval. Okay, let's see. Can I just use the duration format? Okay. And then can I do something like, I have no idea what the letters are, but maybe hour, minutes, second. Oh God, I'm so bad with those. Let's get rid of the breakpoint again. Yep, perfectly. That's exactly how I wanted this to be. So I guess it's also very consistent now. It looks everywhere the same, so people will totally understand it. That's perfect. Let's see what's going on in the chat in the meantime. So it's a PHP Storm bug. It doesn't understand this cause. I thought this was already working, but maybe I was wrong. Yeah, let's really hope to fix it soon. If you can increase your volume a bit. Is this the same for everybody? Should the mic be a little bit louder? Yeah, Adele should have the power to tell PHP Storm what features are next. But maybe Adele, maybe you can send me the issue if it's on the bug report, and I can try to talk to Roman again. So maybe I can help you a little bit. All right, so start diff in hours end. Okay. A bit louder would be great. Okay. All right. Is it better now? Please let me know. So start diff and okay, that's what I get. Different hours, then different stuff. But what is this at the end? This percentage I, percentage S. Okay, that's okay. That's the second part for the minutes and the seconds. Okay, let's try this. So we have our start time. By the way, why is this not camel case? Who wrote this? For sure not me. I would never do this. Start time diff in hours. This actual end time. Then we want this, and then we move on with start time. Diff, now we take the end again, this actual end time. And now we use the format method. Let's see what Adrian wrote with percentage I, percentage S. Not sure if I ever used those percentage symbols here. Okay, let's see. Ba-ba-bam. Okay. We see something. 4 hours, 8 minutes. And do you really like this? Okay, look at this. Think about for yourself if you like this. And in the meantime, I'll try how I would want this to be. I would. Okay, you ready? What do you think? What do you like more? I can agree that this is not perfect because it's also pretty long. It takes like half of the image just for showing the time. But I don't even know if I want to show seconds like in the format before. Okay, I'm glad the sound is now better. It's pretty interesting here because yesterday I recorded a podcast, I think with the same level, but it was way too loud and I almost had to record it again because it reached the peak. Okay, Albert likes it better. What about the others? What do you think? I guess we could also try to just go with H and M. Yeah, okay, maybe that's not too good. Okay, that's definitely not good. Let's go back to that. 4 hours, 8 minutes. I also think it doesn't need to be uppercase. And I guess that's because of me. I also think 4 hours. What do you think about this? 4 hours, 8 minutes. 2 hours, 55 minutes. I think that's my favorite for now. Okay, let's try this one as well. 4 hours. Yeah, I could live with this as well. What I like about this one is that it's much shorter. I also think the font is a little bit too big. Let's check what font do we have here. 14 here. So I'm pretty sure we have much more here. I think that's probably 16 or 18. Font size 14. Okay, I was wrong. I'm taking it back. Chester hours minute. Maybe use the shortcut version of hours minute. I think like now. Okay, let's check that. And Adrian also suggesting removing the leading zero. Guess which we have for minutes here. We probably don't need this then. So how do we get rid of this? Is this a small I? Yeah. And I think we also said that we have to move it a little bit. Move it left 2, but where do we have button 2? Okay. It's got lost on the way. Let's bring those two together. What belongs together should stay together, right? For good and bad times. I also think the padding is a little bit too big. And I think we also said it should be equal, right? What about 3 and 3? Whoa. No. No. This is not good. Yeah. So what about this? Okay, mobile version, we're fine. We have enough place in between. We're also good, I'd say. And then full desktop screen here. Yeah, I think that's my favorite version so far. So what about the leading zero? It's not here. Oh, you thought about adding this here? Benjamin, what is this what you were talking about? Leading zero, let's try this out. Did we change anything? Nope, I don't think so. So, Albert, you're not happy with the white color theme of the code? I also always prefer black ones, but I like to switch every now and then. But yeah, it would be good to know if everybody feels the same way, that it's a little bit hard to read here the code because maybe the light theme is too light for streaming. Let me know if you feel the same way. But yeah, I think I'm fine with this now. We might change it on the way. Let's see how people like it. But for me, maybe one last time, check the design here. Yeah, I don't like this one. I'm glad we changed this. There is some more, a little bit more padding on the left, I see. Let me see, can I measure this here somehow? It's not a tool that I use quite often. Let's call it Adobe XD. So from here we have like 16, and from here we have like 12. Okay, that's interesting. My opinion was that we need more from the left than from the bottom. Maybe let's check how much padding we have here. Would it be nice if this is the same? Our article PX6. Let's give this a last try here. Duration. Where are you? Left 6. I think it's a little bit better now. It's lined up the same. Was this also here? Oh yeah, okay, I didn't see this, but I think that was also his intention to line it up the same. All right, do we change the padding at some point? No, it seems we are good. Nice, then let's try to commit and let's run the tests. Add duration to new archive page. What about the tests? Still running. Three tests failed. Whoa. What did we do here? It marks missing streams as deleted. Whoa, why is this failing? It marks missing streams as deleted. What are we testing here? Okay, I guess this is about if we check again for an update for streams, and if they don't exist anymore, we mark them as deleted. So we have a stream which is finished. Then we run our artisan command to update live and finished streams. We expect an output of updating and exit code 0. Okay, here we are saying, okay, we are checking for a specific YouTube ID which does not exist anymore. And then we assert that deleted stream actual start time is null because it was never started. Assert same status deleted and hidden at. Yeah, so we have a hidden at field so that we know when something was deleted. So why is this failing? Failed asserting. Blah, 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 is null. What could we have changed that this changed? This is changed. That's pretty strange, right? Yeah, okay, the yellow text is a little bit, so I guess it's better here when we're inside PHP than when we are in the streams where we have this yellow text here. Okay, I might work a little bit to add here some better contrast. Okay, well, what is happening here that this test is not working anymore? So the first thing I always want to do here is check what we changed. Yeah, we changed the stream factory. And here we were adding actual start and actual end time. I guess this is why this is failing. So back to the test. I guess that was the wrong one, right? Okay, so we're now creating here a finished stream, which has now an actual start and end time. Let me think, do we need here a stream which has no actual start and end time? Is this important to this test? Because normally when we're talking about a finished stream, it should have a start and an end time, because that's mostly what we're interested also in for our tests. But still, what do we expect here from this command? Maybe let's see. We're fetching all the streams. If there are no streams, there are no streams to update, okay. And then here somewhere we're checking again response where if we don't get data back from YouTube, then we're changing the status and we're changing the hidden ad, but we don't change the actual start time. So I think we could just delete this assertion here, because are we interested in if the actual start time is now null? I don't think that's important for this test here. Actually, we're interested in the status and the new hidden ad date which was added. Okay, I guess we have to update maybe now some tests to make sure that this change to the factory is not causing too many problems here. By the way, stop it. Next one is here. It limits the update to the latest 50 streams. Okay, so we're only updating the latest 50 streams. We're setting the time for the test, which is now. We're returning here some fake data. We're creating 50 streams, which are finished. And then the 51, so another one. And then we're running this comment, and we want to make sure that this one was not updated. Yeah, I guess this is the point here, because inside this comment where we check update live and finished stream, that's also the point. If there is extra start time and end time, that's when we add them. So this means mostly this is only added after this comment has run. So I'm thinking about if it might make sense to don't add this to the finished factory for those finished streams. Yeah, I think I'm going to reword that. So this means stream factory. Does it make sense to create another scope here for finished with start and end time? I think since we're only using it now once, it doesn't make sense now. So let's get rid of this again. Then inside the test here, let's bring back this assertion. This should work now again. Nope, it does not. But didn't I already reworded my change? Oh no, I didn't. I just copied them, I think. Yeah, here we go. Okay, let's run again. And now I think probably only this last one, which we did, is now not working anymore. And I think those are things that people also refer to when they say testing is complicated, that when you end up with a very big and long and a lot of tests, you have to make a lot about those decisions. What are the base values for your factories and things like that, and when and how do you change this? And this is for sure a big overhead, especially if your application is very big and you have lots of those tests. So I really get that when people talk about the overhead of having a lot of tests for your application, but still the amount of confidence those tests give me if I change something, I wouldn't change this for anything. And especially if you start testing, you don't have to think about those things. So this is the one now failing. Yeah, so I guess it's failing because we changed. So actually in the end we still were creating those two values here, even though it was in the factory. And this is now failing because maybe let's also add here at minutes 12, and I think this should be now 112 M, and run the test. Yeah. Okay, let's try again to make our commit message. Commit. Tests are running. We did one change in the stream factory where we added the actual start and actual end time to every finished stream from the factory. And this led to a few issues in other tests. And then I was on the way to change those tests, but now I reverted this change back because I thought that with every finished streams, we immediately have an actual start and end time, but yeah, it turns out you only have those after a specific comment is run, which is not immediately the case. So that's why we are now adding those values now only here in this test, and I reverted the change for the factory. That's basically what you missed. Okay, commit. It's running now again. Commit anyway. Well, this is something I did wrong. So again, tests are running again. Yeah, so sometimes this is annoying if you always have to run those tests again, and you probably have already run them once before and you know they are already working. But yeah, I still need to make an opinion about if I like that or not. And now six tests ignored. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Let's commit this. Oh, come on. What's go? Okay. We can do this. We just want to commit this message here. I think somehow the focus was outside of the commit message. That's why every time I tried to commit it again after checking the test, it just added some strings to the page, which led to errors. And so now commit anyway. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, good. Nope, I haven't. Let me check right now. The thing is, I can't copy the gist from the comments I have here with my eCam software. So why do I have to go to YouTube? Because we have Larastreamers, right? Larastreamers. Here we go. Let's pause myself immediately because I don't want to hear myself. And let's see, where was the gist? By Adrian. Did I miss it? Can you send it again, Adrian? I think I don't see it here anymore. No, please send it again. And by the way, the tests I think are not running in parallel mode. So yeah, I think we should add this to the tests. But I just don't want to add this here to this pull request currently. But maybe in the meantime, let's add this to the issues. Or actually, I'm not sure if I already did this. Maybe I did this, but I'm not using it. Composer, JSON. What's the package called again? No, I don't see it. Parallel. Is it not inside the main level documentation? I know there's another package involved. What's the name of this package? To get started, first you're running the latest version of Collision. Yeah, so I think when I'm going to run this now, it asks me to import another package. Let's see. Oh yeah, Paratest, that's the name. Okay, so we haven't installed it, so that's why I like to add here a new issue. That's how I keep track of the to-dos. I guess that's pretty easy to understand. Do I want to assign it to myself? Actually, no, I don't. I'm looking for label enhancement. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. And also, I think there's help wanted here. So I think that's something where someone else can add very easily. Submit new issue. So let's check again. Is there a gist again by Adrian? He has sent it via Telegram here, but I can't open Telegram here. But oh, what I can do is this. I have a new screen here, so I'll be right back. Oh, it has the wrong camera. Oh, there shouldn't be a camera at all. Okay, back here. So that's the gist by Adrian. So let's see, we have a finished scope for our stream factory. And then we have the typical state closure here where we're providing two values. Then we close this. And then, okay, that's what you mean. So we are chaining on this closure, which we are adding here. So this here is one state method where we provide a closure. And on this, we can chain the state method again. And this way, we now get the attributes where we now have access to the values from above. Okay, now I get it. Good point. Didn't know that. Could make sense, yeah. I'm not sure if I want to use it right away because I think it's working fine as well, but I think I'm definitely going to need this someday in the future. So thanks for providing this, Adrian. All right, so I think we are now good with the changes we did here. What's the time? We are already 1 hour 45 in, so we still have 15 minutes. Yeah, so that's not too long, but maybe we can start thinking about it and we'll just quit this stream when I have to leave. So next would be, let's bring back the right page. Was it localhost? Yeah. So next would be the submit page. So currently it's a new page, which is now missing the header because of some of the changes we did and some colors are not given anymore. But what we want to do from the design view is an overlay. Here we go. So an overlay on the front page. Oh, by the way, this would be an overlay which needs to work on all pages, right? because if we have the submit button here in the main navigation, this should work as well on the home page and on the archive page as well. Okay, what's going on here? Why is this taking so long? I have no idea. I think my computer is getting a little bit slow now. Okay, so this needs to work then on all pages. Yeah, and this would be just a button and not a link to a page anymore. And I think in order to do this, we would work with some kind of models from Tailwind UI and then make them a little bit bigger and then probably use Alpine to trigger them. Let's go with this simple one. I think I can copy this. Copy HTML, React. Ooh, no, we want HTML. Okay, so this means this should then be inside our main layout file. So probably somewhere after the footer, we could add the code for this, and then we try to trigger it through the button. Okay, I think this could be an include, and inside this include, we are then having our livewire component, because there's a livewire component responsible for this. So let's include, I think this is going to be a partial, and that's called partial submits. And we don't have this, but we can create it with the Laravel idea plugin. Okay, now we're adding this, and so this means I think we should see a model already when we refresh this. And we do. What about the blurry background? Don't I get this directly from here? Or do I have to do this myself? Because I guess there's a little bit more involved, because I think we shouldn't be able to scroll anymore and a few other things. So is this not working because I missed something here while adding this? Or is it not working because I have to do this myself? So I think if this component is not handling this, and why did I thought it was handling this? Yeah, I thought there was some kind of div inside that lays over the home all page and makes it transparent and blocks it from scrolling. So I don't think there's something else in Tailwind where we can use this, right? These are new shopping things, which I don't have. Panels, buttons, groups, avatars, badges, models, slider with notifications. Okay, seems we have to do this ourselves. Yeah, okay, seems so. So I guess we also have this trigger then through the button. Maybe we can try to trigger the model through the button and start with this. So this means inside the navigation. And let's start with the desktop navigation. Yeah, this is not a link anymore then. But I might need to check the styles for this. So I guess this will then be a button, right? Okay, how is Livewire working? Alpine working. Alpine JS. I thought it was X on, click. And then we want to, okay, we need some kind of main component, right? Because the navigation, we need a kind of container where we can set the view of the model where the navigation is inside, but also then the model code itself. But then we probably also have to define some classes on the whole page again, so that we can add an overlay where maybe the background is blurred, or yeah, I guess where the background is blurred then. So do I have this somewhere else already at click? Maybe let's start by checking if we're even using Alpine. Okay, this could be an issue if we're not already using Alpine. So that's the main layout file. Could it be that we have it included through something else? Maybe through Webpack. We're using level mix, post CSS, Tailwind. Okay, let me think. Is there any place where we already using Alpine? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, correct. The submission page is going to move to a modal. And then we need to have it available on all the pages. So I think then we need to install Alpine, and let's just, as always, go with the easy way, just using the existing CDN. Scripts, app.js, and then maybe before that I want to add Alpine. Okay, then inside the nav. How do I write this? X on click. I guess what I want to do here is show model. I want to set it to true, but I also want to trigger it. let's look here for some examples. Yeah, so somewhere we need to define like a variable and say it's false. And then somewhere we need to click something. At click toggle, I think that's a method then, okay, which we don't want. And then we need to define if we show something on the modal. Click, click, click. Yeah, I guess something like this is what I want. So when we click it, show submission model ungleich uneven show submission model. So we're going to change the state here. Then we need this here somewhere. I guess I just put this on the main container here. And here we say that show submission model is false. And then also on the submission here. Yeah, here we have then an X show. Depending on this here. Okay, let's see what's happening now. So this, we shouldn't see this, but we see this. Let me check what we have we set by default. Show submission model is false. X show submission model. Okay. X show model should be enough to hide show the div. Okay. Yeah, that's what we did here. X show submission model. So there's no need for the click, but somewhere we need to change if we show the model or not, right? Okay, we have a lot of errors going on here. What is this about? Show submission model is false here. Oh, I think I forgot something. Yeah. Maximum call stack size exceeded. Livewire. How did I do this? I was only setting xData here on the main class. Okay, this is outside of the main class. Okay, then I guess I might have to set this on the body itself. But let's see if this fixes the livewire call issue. Where does this come from? Maximum call stack size exceeded. It feels like it's in kind of a loop and does to call something multiple times. Have you seen this before? Yeah, so X data needs to wrap the trigger and the model. I think we have this now because X data is now on the body, and inside there's the navigation and this new submit include. Adrian would do this all inside LiveWire logic. Why would you do this with LiveWire? You mean also like showing the model and hiding it? Oh, I think I know what this could be about. I think maybe we need Alpine to be loaded after JS. Oh, Alpine to be loaded before LiveWire. Could this be the issue? Nope, doesn't seem so. Window event listener Alpine initializing. If not started, window LiveWire start. Could it also be that there's an issue with Alpine 3 version and maybe I need to update LiveWire? We are running LiveWire 2.5.5. Okay, it seems that LiveWire is still using 2.8 and not the 3.0 version. Maybe an issue with browser sync. This could also be. But first, let me try if I change this to a different Alpine version, if this makes a difference. Okay, so I think it's connected to the Alpine version. So is there some node on LiveWire? Current version is 2.6.5. So maybe I need to update LiveWire. Composer, update, LiveWire. Let's see. If we now bring in Alpine 3 again. Oh, my laptop is getting really slow. Oh, we're already over 2 hours, so let's just check if this is working now, and I think then we're going to leave it for today. Call it a day. Okay, it's not working every time, but at least it seems that we don't see any issues, right? Yeah, we don't see any issues anymore. We don't. Oh, do we? Oh, this is still an issue? Okay, still an issue. So it seems Alpine and Livewire are not working well together here on this app. Okay, I gotta go. I can't fix this right now, so we have to deal with this the next time. All right, so yeah, thank you everybody for joining again. Yeah, the site is already looking good. I think if we finish this submission now, the next session, then we're in a good way, and I really hope we can release the new design next week, and then yeah, start working on some really new features where we also do some a little bit less designing and more coding. This will be fun for sure. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in again. I hope you learned something new. I hope you liked it. And yeah, see you the next time, probably Monday. So have a great day. And yeah, see you the next time. Bye.